Welcome to this demonstration of Skyramp, the vibe testing platform. In this video, we will show how you can use Skyramp to create comprehensive and accurate end-to-end tests for your applications, all directly from your IDE. For this demo, we are using Visual Studio Code with the Skyramp extension installed, but you can use Skyramp with any IDE that supports MCPs, like Cursor and Windsurf. We will be creating tests for the admin portal of a sample e-commerce site called Demo Shop. Let us begin by asking Skyramp how we can create end-to-end tests. The agent responds with a detailed set of instructions. This flow can be used by experienced testers who already have trace files available, or by a developer creating their very first end-to-end test. Let's assume this is our first time and follow the agent's guided process. As per the instructions, we ask the agent to start the trace and specify the URL to enable trace filtering. The Skyramp agent asks for confirmation and then starts trace collection. It takes care of all dependencies and infrastructure automatically by deploying a Skyramp worker to capture backend traffic and launching a Playwright trace collection browser for front-end actions. Now, we are ready to begin creating our end-to-end test. Let's navigate to the Demo Shop application in the Trace Collection browser. This demo app uses a simple mechanism to set authentication tokens from the user interface. Let's go ahead and update the token from the UI, and also set the corresponding environment variable in the backend trace terminal. We are now ready to capture all the steps in our end-to-end test. First, we trigger a backend action to create a new product. We will combine backend and UI actions to simulate a real-world scenario. So let's navigate to the product catalog, go to product details, and update the product description and price of the newly created product. Next, we trigger a backend action to create an order with two quantities of this product. Then, we navigate to the orders list in the UI to view the newly created order. We assert the order total to validate that the price change from the UI was successful and immediately usable by the backend command, which then use the updated price to define the order value. We cancel the order from the UI, then return to the product catalog page. Finally, we go back into the product details page and delete the product. This completes the application flow we want our end-to-end test to represent. Now let's return to VS Code and ask the Skyramp agent to stop the trace collection. The agent confirms the action and stops the trace session. We can see that both back-end and front-end trace files have been created. The agent also lists the endpoints that were captured during the trace. Next, let's ask the agent to create an end-to-end test from the traces. The confirmation message shows that both trace files are required to create an end-to-end test. The agent handles all the design decisions and dependencies for us, allowing us to focus on the test use case. It also prompts the user to confirm the language and framework for the test and suggests modularizing the test logic. Let's go ahead and ask the agent to proceed with modular test creation. When it is done, we receive a confirmation message, along with a reference to the generated test file. Let's take a closer look. We can see that both UI and backend actions have been captured, along with appropriate timeouts, correct ordering, and chained interactions to ensure the test runs accurately and that all parameters are properly passed between steps. We also see the test file organized logically, with sections grouped by user behavior, making the test easier to read and maintain. Next, let's ask the agent how to run this test. The agent responds with detailed instructions, including required dependencies and the exact command needed to execute the test. Let's copy the command over to terminal, add the headed flag so we can watch the browser session, and execute the test. The agent starts a new test session, launches the browser, and executes the full sequence of UI and backend actions. When the run completes, we can see the successful test results displayed in the terminal. This concludes our demo. By handling all required dependencies and infrastructure, and with seamless integration into your code, environment, and workflows, Skyramp is built to make end-to-end testing simple, powerful, and accurate. Thank you for watching. Happy testing!